Okay, hello Sagittarius. Today I'm here to continue the what's going on and what God wants you to know readings. So let's get right into it. So for the Sagittarius Most High, what's going on? What do you want them to know? Sagittarius, God is being very specific about where your message should come from. What's going on? Interesting. What's in here? Okay. So I'm being guided to the witch spell deck. Interesting. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's a spell, it just means that there's information written there that could be helpful to your situation. Okay, now we're ready. So let's see what's going on for the Sagittarius and what do you want them to know? I'm hearing singing in the rain. Or is it dancing in the rain? Dancing in the rain. Dancing in the rain is actually a good thing. What that says to me is I'm going to enjoy life no matter the circumstance. I'm gonna have calm right in the middle of my storm. And that's a healthy way to live. That's my opinion anyway. So what's going on and what God wants you to know? We have outdated thinking is an issue. Handle the current era. So someone needs to upgrade the way that they think, because the way we think determines the way we do things. And outdated thinking is an issue for you right now, or in a situation that you're dealing with. Expand your lyrical content, your conversation. So you need to learn how to convey your message in words. You need to learn how to get your message across effectively. Speak it in a way that people can understand it in the way that you mean it to be understood. And also, you need to update your thinking. It's time for an upgrade, a mental upgrade. So the way that you thought and the way that you did things, it worked for the past era, but now we are actually in a new era, and some of your beliefs need to shift because they're creating more difficulty for you than is necessary. They're making your relationships and your life harder. They're not serving you anymore. So it's time to put those ones to rest and establish a new you. Okay, a new way of thinking, a new way of understanding life, and it'll be clear to you what this new information should be once you take the time to be honest about the situations that you're dealing with and what you would have to do in order to maintain a balance between your principles and the other person's principles, your aims and objectives and the other person's aims and objectives. So if you're thinking about it from an aspect where you're trying to create fairness, then the information should come to you clearly. Okay? So outdated thinking is an issue here. At the bottom of the deck, we have be independent, do it alone. So it's either you learn how to interact with people in this new era or you do it alone. The choice is completely yours. So by doing it alone, it's actually running away from the challenge of having to change. So I can understand if you feel like it's easier to just say, man, forget all y'all, and just, but it's not a fun way to live. That's the problem. After a while it gets tiring, you get lonely. Okay, it's actually draining. So God says share the events of your own spiritual journey, the rises and the falls. So what will help you to formulate this new you is for you to look back at your life from a truthful perspective, the good and the bad. How has your previous belief system served you, okay, back then, and how have they served you recently? You see, and maybe some of your thinking still apply in this time. Some of your ways of thinking and your ways of being might apply at this time still. So it's not everything that you're gonna have to change, but there are some things about your philosophical understanding of life that's making the path into the future a difficult one when it comes to you and your relationships with others that you love. So do it for the ones you love. Yeah, they'll benefit from hearing your stories, your rises and your falls. Okay, so share the events of your own spiritual journey in your work. I created this deck to help with rebuilding literary arts, but you can apply the rule to your personal life. Your work will be, in this case, it'll be your relationships. So let's see, share the events of your own spiritual journey in your relationships with others. Yeah, or even just with yourself. Just take some time to see yourself in all its truthful glory, because the highs and the lows are glorious. Okay, the lows teach us and the highs uplift us. Yeah, in this one we have sing about what you know about, but we're gonna change sing to talk about what you know about. So forget the word sing, because like I said, I created this to help to rebuild the literary arts industry. But God see that there's power in the word, so we're going to replace sing with talk. Talk about what you know about, which is your own spiritual journey, what you have experienced. So tried and tested. So what is the results of those tests? and team up with you know who. So God is trying to encourage you to work with these people or this person with whom there is difficulty in communication because of outdated thinking. Team up with them because they love you. It's just you need to make a little shift here and there, okay, to strengthen your bond, strengthen your relationship. And we have change or tweak the beat. In this case, the beat will be your personality, your belief system, your attitude. Tweak, just a little tweak. Change or tweak the beat. Change or tweak your attitude. Change or tweak your beliefs. Okay? It's all about vibration and energy control. So you have the power. So this applies fully. Vibration and energy control. You have the power to maintain this relationship with this person or people. You have the power. Energy control is in your hands just by you changing or tweaking your belief system. You know, bend a little bit. Okay. Seek inspiration. So if you don't know, ask them, talk to them, let them share some philosophical understandings with you. Like, ask them, what do you think I should do? How do you think I should be? What do you think will serve me well? You know, seek inspiration. What's your current motivation? Or what's your current inspiration? Your current inspiration, I could tell you that. That's whatever inspired you from way back when. It's not working anymore. Your current inspiration is who you used to be in a very different time to what is now. In order to reach people now, you have to be able to speak their language and understand their body language, understand what they do and why they do it, what they like and why they like it, and all these things. We're in a different time now. So we have let go and enjoy and change tracks wanting to make an appearance here. I think I turned those around. Life is all about learning. It takes about 30 years. I think that it would be safe to assume that the world changes every, say, 30 years or so. Well, that's how it's kind of been for a while. So 30 years from now, what is relevant now? Or you see, if you make that shift now, 30 years from now, you're going to be needing to go through another shift to deal with the era at that time. The music, the way the youth think, fashion, modes of entertainment, all of it just changed. So we just have to go with the flow. But we have to give ourselves permission to change. If we're too rigid, we won't change. God says, take the lead. Lead out. Share your thoughts. Seek some inspiration from whoever you're trying to or hoping to have peace with. But you need to make the first step. Go have a talk with them. Face your shadow. Your shadow is those parts of you that bring fears or vulnerabilities and them kind of things. You know, the fear of change. Me personally, I don't like change. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of change. But I'm not about to be a loser either. Because the world is not going to change for me. Some things I won't compromise on, to be fair with you. Some things I will not compromise on. My core values, that's mine. But some things I will warm up to it, you know, and eventually it'll kind of, or maybe I could tweak that new thing. I've been known to tweak some new things in ways that I can be at peace with or in harmony with, you know. That it's not everything of this era that I am in support of, for real. But I try to find that middle ground, you know, where I'm happy and who I'm dealing with is comfortable. So at the bottom of the deck, we have address your addictions. So what is that? What is this addiction? To doing things the way that you've always done things, the way that you learned things. That could be an addiction. You're being encouraged to express your joy. Express your joy. So what do you like about these times? Be honest, because I know it's not everything about this time that you hate or don't like or don't support. There must be some things about this time that actually bring you joy. What are those things? So then we have retreat. So if you need to take yourself away for a bit, do that so that you can contemplate and change tracks. Okay. So address your addictions. That's which holding you back. Express your joy. What do you like about where you're headed or where we are now in this time of existence? And retreat so you can change tracks. Retreat from your addictions. Retreat from those outdated thinkings. And be patient with yourself. Don't rush. Be patient and be open to love. And there's the think things through card. Let go and enjoy. This is a wake-up call. Things need to change. Laugh at your demons. Anything that's trying to hold you back. Anything that's trying to hold you back. Laugh at them. And grieve your losses, because there are some things that you have to let go. Admit your vulnerabilities. If you don't know how to change, say you don't know how to change. And like I said, get this person's opinion. Talk to them like on a real basis, you know. And reevaluate your priorities. Embrace your power. Your power to control the energy of your relationship. Become a clear channel. So in that communication, become a clear channel and imagine solutions. Come up with solutions. You and the person that you're trying to make this, do this tweaking for. Like some grandparents, they don't know anything about video games, but if their grandchildren like video games, the real cool ones, the ones who want to bring peace and love and, you know, joy, they'll take a little run on the video on the console. They'll try a little things like that, you know. For example. So let's see. Fertility. So there goes that embrace your power again. The time is ripe. The whole mood is set to accommodate this change. So nobody will think you're strange or anything like that. They actually would welcome if you put in the effort, because right now the time is fertile. At the bottom of the deck we have balance and we have foundation. So it's making those foundational changes, that change of perception. Your perception is the foundation of your life. The way we think determine the things that we do. So it's time to tweak your foundation. Bring balance to your foundation. And we have death, change, making that transformation, that change. We got invocation. So you'll be invoking this union, this partnership. We got tarot card guidance. I guess that would be this reading. Boundaries. Yes, definitely keep some boundaries and some secrets. You don't need to open yourself all the way up, you know. We got masculine. Maintain your power. That's what I'm getting from that. Maintain some semblance of your power. You're just doing a little tweak, you know. It'll be the perfect blend, alchemist. It'll be the perfect blend where they win and you win. Yeah, it will ignite passion. Okay? It's fun learning new things anyway. Well, if you'll allow yourself to. So let's see what message is in this witch spell deck for you. Once the message come out, it will all make sense. Because I don't feel like you're actually under a spell, or maybe you are. I don't know. But whatever comes out, the Most High will inspire me on how to bring it together. I'll be giving the info. The understanding. Okay, that makes sense. So we have a fired spell. Yeah, it's time to fire some things. Or is someone trying to get you fired? To fire someone is to bring an end. But after fired spell, we have money spell. So this could have something to do with your wealth. So it seems to be actually talking about spells. Someone trying to work on you. Or perhaps your outdated thinking is affecting your work. That could be what this is talking about. But you would know. So we got audible spell, that which you can hear. And then we have beauty spell. So perhaps that which I'm speaking to you now is helping you to see the situation clearly. Okay. And then for some reason we got sex spell coming next. I don't know how that fit into your reading. I hope to God that you do. Because the fire and the money, they relate. The audible and the beauty, they relate as well. Because to change your mind is to change your life. So if the way that your mind works is affecting your life, once you do that little tweak, things will definitely start to work differently. Okay, but how this sex spell fall in, me no know. Interesting. So after sex spell, we have a death spell. And then we have a sick spell. And we have the greed spell. And then we have the laziness spell. You know what I'm getting from this? And then we have the poverty spell. Yeah, I think there's someone working against you. Someone doesn't wish you well. There's someone working against you. Are you gonna let them win? All you have to do is do that slight tweaking of your philosophical understanding, your foundation, your mental foundation. So let's see, what's your message from this deck? So the audible spell and the beauty spell, what I'm saying to you right now is beauty, is clarity. And I hope that you're understanding what I'm saying, because I know that what I'm saying can actually work. Tried and tested. If we're not flexible sometimes, it works against us. We have to know when to flex and when to be rigid. You have to flow like water, you know. So, oh boy, I can't say her name, but we have the Mystic of Peace. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. Trying to get you to see that for yourself. Yeah. I'm trying. Yeah. So it says the Mystic of Peace. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. I want you to see it yourself so you can read it yourself. Nah. Okay. Now, the next card you have is the Divine Mother. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. So let me say that again. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. I feel this is more concerning yourself. And don't worry about who responds negatively to your changes. Once it's working for what you need it to work for, that's the path that you should be on. Forget what people have to say or what people think. They're not the one walking in your shoes. They're not the ones who are going to suffer if you should change back to what they are comfortable with. The time for change is now for you. So at the bottom of the deck, we have Mary of Nazareth, the Mother of God. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. So this is you getting in touch with your divine self. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. So when you have courage, you are a representation of the divine. Okay, so this change that's coming towards you, it'll be you getting in touch with your divine nature. And therefore, the relationship or your work relationship, whatever it is, it will then be touched with divine essence. Because it's like a lot of people probably think that you can't do it, but I think you can. It's just that you never probably spoke to the right person, you never understood what you had to do, and all these things. So, breathe in and become one with where life is taking you. That's my advice. Flow like water. Stun them. Once you stun them with the new you, you know that you are successful with your efforts. Yeah, they're gonna talk shit. Some people are gonna talk shit. Some people are actually going to give you the compliments that you deserve. They will say what they mean. Some people, when they're giving a compliment, they talk a lot of shit. They'll say it in a way that it gives you reason to doubt that it's a compliment in the first place. So watch out for that. But yeah, make that switch. Just flow. Okay? Flow. Not to prove it to anyone else, but to better your life. That's why you should flow. The time for change has come. Okay? So I wish you the very best going forward. I hope you found the information here helpful. Until next time, Sagittarius. Bye-bye.